So we are delighted that we're going to give you an iris unlike any iris you've ever had before. It will be just as easy to grow, but look at these colors. They're the magenta pink painted iris. You're getting all three of them for 4 easy payments of $6.57. And at the end of the day, the price goes up if we have any left. So this is a very, very special plant. You're seeing it only day at this price, brand new today. In fact, we've never had this type of iris available before to even present to you. So I want to go right to Barbara King, and she's going to explain how she managed to get these for us. Just so you know, they're going to come bare root, but I want you to see when we talk about bare root, there's bare root and then there's these. So they're going to come already thriving, established. You're going to be very easy to tell what side to put in the ground, right? You're just going to plant these in the ground. In fact, we'll do a planting demo in a moment to show you exactly how to do it. But then they are going to turn into these gorgeous irises that come back year after year after year. All right, let's say hello to Barbara King, who joins us from Valley Forge Flowers. Barbara, how did you even, now we should mention, the ones that you're gonna grow are actually even gonna be more beautiful than these. It's still early in the season, so you see the plants here, the flowers, obviously replicas, and we'll take a look at the pictures because that's gonna give you the truest example.
Absolutely.
But Barbara, how did you even find these?
Right? I know these were one of our favorite finds of all time. My husband and I were at Hugenhof, which is in Holland, and we are looking at all the different plants, and this grower of the magenta pink painted iris convinced us to leave the largest outdoor garden in the world that traveled across the sea to see. He said, no, I'm telling you, it is worth this little trip that we're going to take to a town called Nordwijk. I'm like, well, where is that? He said, oh, it's along the North Sea. And Barbara, wait until you see what we have growing in the field right in front of the North Sea. Well, guess what? I am so glad we took that little trip away from the best garden in the world to see the best of the best. And that's what we love finding, hunting and finding things that are unusual, yet super easy to grow. Well, Sandra, when we pulled up, we got out, started walking, there is the scene that literally looked like a giant canvas had been dropped in front of the North Sea, and an impressionist artist came and painted what looked like ballerina dancers in this field. In a magical moment that will never, oh, so incredible. The colors of this is incredible. The fact that they are floating above that beautiful grass-like foliage with amazing colors.
Look at
those
that colors.
The fluttery look of this looks like ballet dancers when you see them in your garden. And you can have that impressionist painting that we went to the North Sea in Holland to find. Incredible find.
You know, Barbara, when I look at these, I think if someone were to paint what you see on your screen right now, and they painted it exactly, you would look at that painting and say, that's very pretty, but not very realistic, because an iris can't certainly grow in those colors. But no, that's exactly what you're going to grow. So it has the periwinkles and the rose tones, but then that surprise of yellow along those scarlet bottom leaves. They are extraordinary. The magenta pink painted iris, 1,100 have now been ordered. We're very busy on the phone lines. This is one where I would say order more than one set. Barbara, let's talk about the fact that these are very easy to plant. Your bare roots are super healthy. You're going to get 3 of them. And let's actually show how easy it is to plant once you get them home.
Oh, I'm glad you have your gloves on there. You're gonna take it out of the package, open up the roots a little bit, dig a hole that's about twice the size as that root there. And you're gonna plant it, Sandra, so the top sits about 1 inch below the soil. And it's already starting to bud out there. So then go ahead and fill that in.
So we want some of the green. This green, that can go ahead and stay out, but we want the rest to go. So there you go. Okay. Okay.
Now just tamp that down. And then you're going to water that in lightly. But once growth starts to appear in late spring, that's when you're going to give it water more frequently. Now, this is a Siberian iris, so it's incredible in so many different soil conditions. First of all, it will tolerate wetter soil conditions. So if you put this like on the shallow shelf end of a water garden. Amazing, absolutely amazing. But it'll also do really well in regular garden soil too,
Okay.
and it's drought tolerant.
Nice. So it's
Yeah.
actually as easy to grow as the old-fashioned irises that we all had, or maybe our parents had, but look at what you
Oh,
get. Barbara, I've
wow.
never seen an iris like this, and the fact that it's going to be easy to grow is so exciting.
Yeah, and truly they take your breath away. I was so glad when the grower of this iris convinced my husband and I to go to Nordwick. I'm like, why are we going to leave this fabulous flower show that has everything you could imagine? I'm glad we go out on these expeditions because that's what makes it so special to find those things that aren't everywhere. And I love that you said, if you can get a couple sets, because this will look incredible in mass. It'll look like an impressionist painting in your garden, and not just a painting. It'll look like ballerinas that were painted and fluttering in the garden in the most majestic colors. And the grass is beautiful too, and that stays beautiful all season long. Oh, and
That's actually,
Sandra,
yes.
these are fragrant.
Oh, wow. So, you know what, that actually is a really good point. You know, unlike some flowers that when the flowers are done, I'm looking at you, daffodils, you end up
I
like
know.
with like, you're like, how soon can I, like, can these leaves go away now? I'm done with them. The nice thing about with the irises, and especially these, that when the flowers are done, you still have really beautiful, like, grass, which of course, you
Yeah.
know, gives you some architectural interest, gives you some height. They're gorgeous. All right, over 2,000 have now been ordered. Please don't wait if you want these. They are a today only price. The price will go up at the end of the day. Right now, 4 easy payments of $6.57, but do not wait. Our phone lines are very, very busy. So we're looking at these pictures. What you see on your screen right now in these pictures are what you're going to be able to grow. Barbara, for, you know, let's face it, everyone who likes to grow flowers, everyone I know anyway, none of us want to grow what our neighbors have, right? We all want something a
Right.
little different. I know that if
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
putting all this work into my flower beds, I want to get the, where'd you get that? What is that question? That's so
I
pretty.
know. Yeah.
This is how you have something that, unless they were watching QVC right now, your neighbors
Yeah.
will absolutely not have.
Absolutely. And that's why we love to go out on the hunt. My husband and I have been in this business for as long as I've known him, and his parents too. And my family in for 4 generations. So we love to be out there on the hunt and literally go to the ends of the earth. And this was one of the most magical finds when we were in Holland and the grower took us to Nordwick,
So
Holland. I never
gorgeous.
thought we would go there. He said, we're going to be along the North Sea. I'm like, oh, that's going to be pretty. He said, no, I have a surprise. Wait till you see this extraordinary magenta pink painted iris. He said, it looks like ballerina dancers. I'm like, what? Well, unbelievable. When we got there, it took our breath away. It was the most amazing sight. And I'm going to say again, it looked like a canvas, a enormous canvas was placed in front of the North Sea, and an impressionist painter painted these magical ballerina-like petals on these flowers. They're absolutely incredible.
So, you know, again, it's early in the season, so you can see the grass here. These are kind of, give you an idea of what they're going to look like. But Barbara, I will tell you this. This is one
Yes.
case where what you're going to grow is so much more beautiful than what we can even have to show you now. So it truly, like, what you're getting is going to be even better than what you're seeing here. 2,700 have now been ordered. We're very busy on the phone lines. If we have any left at the end of the day, the price goes up. But Barbara, that's a big if. I don't know if we'll have any left, because I know that these were so popular earlier in the day as well. So grab them while you can. Oh, really quickly, can I put these in containers?
Yes.
Did we say?
Oh, yes, you absolutely can put them in containers. Pick a full sun to part shade area. It's going to bloom late spring to early summer, and it'll take really cold winters like -40 degrees.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, Barbara, I thank you so very much for joining us with these gorgeous items.
Thank you.
Now, I want to show you, if you got the painted irises, imagine putting them in